Hey everybody, this is Ryan, and welcome to another Terraria video! So today I am going to cover how I killed the Moon Lord in expert mode. Now I'm sure some of you killed him no problem and you're all happy and you're like, this video is stupid, I don't need it. But some of you might be struggling a little bit because I sure as hell did. This fight was super hard and I finally found something that worked. And so I wanted to make a video. Now, first of all, I didn't want to just ride the mine track or be in a situation where I was constantly running away with him barely on the screen. I wanted to fight him. You know, this is supposed to be the ultimate crazy hardest fight ever in the game. Well, I wanted to actually experience that. And so this is what I did to kill him. So first of all, what gear did I use to do this? Well, for armor, I went with the Beetle armor set. The reason for that is it just gives so much defense. I figured it was more important to be alive than to do a little bit more damage. So that's why I went with this armor. The weapon I went with was the Vortex Beater. You get this from killing the Vortex Worm from the fragments. You can make this gun. I got the Unreal version, and I did that and Chlorophyte bullets. So I went ranged the whole time. I didn't want to go mana. I sure as hell wasn't going melee. And so this, you know, at least let me have a little bit of distance, but still close enough to really do the fight. So then my accessories were a sniper scope, Fizron wings, the Anux shield, the worm scarf, and a destroyer emblem. And a philosopher's stone. I was able to take off my lightning boots because I made an asphalt track. I'll cover this here in just a minute on my very simple arena that I used. But yeah, using the philosopher's stone and having this arena let me take off my lightning boots because I didn't need the run speed anymore. And this, you know, taking 15 seconds off from when you can use a potion, I mean, that's a lifesaver. He does so much damage to you. That 15 seconds really adds up, especially once you've done it 3 times. Now you're talking 45 seconds you saved by having this item equipped. The other thing is Fizron wings. Now you need to have either Fizron wings or the Cosmic Car Key. That's the mount you get from the Martian invasion, but it is a pretty rare drop. And at this point in my game, I still hadn't even had a Martian invasion. So I went with Fizron wings. So now on to my arena. Like I said, it's a very simple arena. All it is a very long asphalt track, and then if you fly up, there's a single row of platform. Now the whole point of the platform was sometimes I would be flying up to try to get over him and do some damage, and he would open up his eye. And whenever he opens up that eye, he's gonna shoot you with his big ass laser that just does tons of damage. And so sometimes I would see that happening, but I would be out of flight time. And so I'd have to go all the way back down to my asphalt track and then fly back up, and by that time the laser had fired off and hit me. So by having this platform up here, it gave me somewhere to land, so then I could have more flight time and get away from that laser. Now as for the actual fight itself, it's really hard. Okay, so the tip is be good enough to kill him. But no seriously. So keep an eye on his hands. You don't want to kill one eye way before you kill the other. In fact, you want to kill all 3 parts at about the same time. Because I'm sure you know, once you kill the eye comes out of his hand, it does lots of damage. It's a whole nother thing you got to factor in. And especially if you take both hands out and you still got to kill the eye on top of his head, it's really hard to deal with. So you want all 3 to go down around the same time. Hey, it's easier said than done, but you know, at least make an effort to make it work out that way. And another thing I kind of already mentioned, if the eye on top of his head is open, he's going to shoot the laser. And you just kind of get a feel for it. You know, you're running around on bottom, you're shooting his hands, and you haven't seen the eye laser in a few seconds. And you just kind of get a feel for it's going to happen again. So when that happens, fly up to your platform, you know, keep a lookout for that eye to open. It might already be open. He might be getting the laser ready. And of course, you only have to get to the other side of the eye. You don't have to outrun, you know, all the way across. No, you just have to get to the other side of his eye. And as soon as you do that, fall straight down, and the whole time shoot that eye. Do as much damage as you possibly can while it's open, because he doesn't like to open it. And that definitely becomes a problem as the fight goes on. And the other really big thing you need to watch for is the tentacle that comes out. Now, if this thing hits you, and it's probably going to hit you a couple of times, first of all, it puts a debuff on you that makes it so items can't heal you. Potions can still heal you. And also, once it latches onto you, every couple of seconds, it has this little thing that comes out of it, and it tries to fly back to the Moon Lord. Now, if it makes it to the Moon Lord, it's going to heal all parts, all 3 eyes, assuming you haven't killed one yet, for 1,000 hit points. So if the thing latches onto you, just immediately shoot at it. Just hold down the chlorophyte bullet trigger and aim right along the line of it, because as soon as something pops up, it'll kill it. So that way you don't have to worry about it. It's going to kill them before they can get back and heal. And at the same time with chlorophyte bullets, even if there's nothing there to shoot, those bullets will probably go find something to shoot. Now, I did say that I didn't want to just run away from the Moon Lord and, have it be kind of one of those fights. But that isn't to say I never did it. There were a couple of times where it's like, I needed a break. I needed a few seconds just to kind of get my bearings. So I took off down the track, still shooting behind me, of course, doing as much damage as I could. And once you get far enough away, he will actually teleport to you. So, the fight's going to keep going. You don't need to worry about it. He's not going to sneak up or anything like that. He'll come to you to keep the fight going. But every now and then it just gives you a little bit of a break. If you needed 2 or 3 more seconds before the cooldown on your potions came up, it's something you can do to get away. And a little problem I ran into with this arena was when I was on the asphalt track, there were a couple of times that when he came down to my level, his chest piece, the final piece you have to kill, was actually below the track, so I couldn't shoot him. So I couldn't just stay on the track the whole time. I had to fly up, and when I did that, his body raised up and I was able to shoot him. And that's really most of the tips for the fight. The potions I used a life force potion, which gives you an extra 100 health. This is pretty much a must. I mean, an extra 100 health, that's a really big deal. Wrath, rage, regeneration, I doubt regeneration did anything. It just made me feel better to think that I was really doing everything I could. Endurance, that is a big deal, reduces damage taken by 10%. Swiftness, iron skin, and I had an ammo reserve potion. Obviously, that's not something you have to have. I was just getting tired of wasting so many bullets. And that's it. Good luck, man. It is a really hard fight, but it is incredibly satisfying when you do finally kill him on expert mode. It is worth it. It's the ultimate Terraria achievement, and I wish you the best of luck in killing the Moon Lord on expert mode. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and until next time.